Well, everybody, as you can tell, new bike reveal. I've been talking about getting a new bike for a while. I sold the DRZ and literally within 24 hours bought another bike. Well, without further ado, there it is. I had all these different ideas on what I was wanting to get. Just couldn't think of really what I wanted. Went over, seen this bike, got a damn good deal on it, I think, and pulled the trigger on it. Like I said, less than 24 hours after selling the DRZ, I bought this. It's a 2017 MT-09. I'm going to say MT-09. It's technically an FZ-09, but it's an MT-09. That sounds cooler anyway. These little FZ or little FZ stickers. It's one on this side and one on that side. They're coming off of it anyway, so it'll just be a 09. But I just don't know what to say. Like, it's a stunning bike. Like, the way it performs, the way it runs, it's just, I just bought it, just got back to town, got 150 miles on it, you know, still untouched, and can't wait to start doing some mods to it, getting rid of that exhaust and that big ugly fender. But I'm gonna go out and do a quick little first ride impression, even though I've been riding it for a while. But I'm just gonna give you guys my quick little impressions since I'm on my way back. And I love this start switch. It's like kill, on, start. It's like that simple. It's so cool. One thing that's definitely odd and different to me from like riding the DRZ is this clutch. It like, that's fully disengaged, and it just takes a while before it re-engages. And I'm used to, you know, I'm used to my DRZ catching a lot faster. But it's so nice to have like a nice display, gas gauge, fuel mileage, bike temp, outside temp, gear indicator. I wish the tack was a little different. It's a little hard to see it, but it just takes some getting used to riding this bike to know what, you know, the RPMs are and stuff. But and I think the throttle's got too much play in it. Like, I don't like that. I'm gonna try to get that out of it. I would rather have it instant. I don't like that lag to catch. But it is ride by wire, but it has cables to a sensor, so it's kind of ironic that it's ride by wire. But overall though, it's a nice bike. Like, it's just got so much usable power, you know. It's, you twist the throttle and it goes, but it's not like stupid insane or you have to wait for it to build. It's like cruising 70 in fifth, you twist it and it goes, and that's in standard. I don't even have an A mode. It's just a hell of a design bike. Like, it's got that top end punch once it gets up around, like once it hits 65, it's like it hits another power band, and it takes off again. It's so cool. But then, like, under that, it's got, you know, that torque, and it just pulls right away. The roads out here are so dirty. You know, and I'm not a fan of like traction control and ABS and stuff, but I'm still real skeptical on ABS because it's like you can't turn it off on this bike, which is kind of really my biggest nitpick with the bike. But you can turn traction control off, and I've just got it sitting on number 1, but it has yet to pop up the traction control light or anything on me, whereas I had it in 2 and I just barely twisted the throttle and it kicked the light on. So 1's fine for now. it's just, I just think it's going to be a great, you know, everyday bike to ride. Whereas I was looking at GSXR 750 and I just don't think like I need that or want that anymore. Like I just love the naked bikes, and the dyno sheet on this thing and the way it makes power is just perfect. So, and it just, you twist the throttle and it goes. I mean, there's no hesitation. It just, it's got everything you could possibly want, in my opinion. Like the dealer was like, we got a slightly used FZ10 that will sell you really cheap. And I was like, no, I'll pass. I don't need that much bike. Like, I have no use for it. I absolutely have no use for that bike. But, you know, like I said, this is kind of like a first ride impressions, and overall it's comfortable. You do get quite a bit of wind blast, but it's not bad to me. Like, I've had a lot of naked bikes and full fairing bikes, and I think that they're all bad. It doesn't matter. You're still going to get hit with the wind, but it's really comfortable. I think I'm going to roll the handlebars up a little bit just to get my hands up a little bit higher. Seat's pretty comfortable. You know, I rode 150 miles home. You know, I'm back in town. My butt's not sore or anything. My neck is a little sore just because I'm not used to this position, I guess. Well, I shouldn't say I'm not used to the position. It's just the bike does go faster, so there is a little bit more wind, so you're kind of fighting it. Oh, that was a little bumpy. It takes bumps pretty well. It's not quite as much as I thought it would, because like everybody said the suspension on them is really soft, and I don't know if they have this one set up stiffer, but it's pretty firm. But it's still comfortable. It'll take a little bit of, you know, getting broke in. But so far, I'm really digging the bike. Like, I got a good deal on it. Payment's good. Insurance is going to be pretty cheap. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to start ordering some stuff for it already. Get a little windscreen, exhaust, fender eliminator, and just the basic stuff. I'm not going to go too crazy on it. For the price that I got this for, I got it for about the price that I put into my DRZ. You know, counting everything, you know, the cost of the DRZ and the mods, I got this bike actually probably cheaper. And it's like, I think you think about it, it's like, damn. Like, now I know this one's not modded, but for the average person, you don't need to mod it. Like, it's more than sufficient. Like, seriously, you don't really need to mod it. It's just I can't hear it. I don't like that. And then I just like some of the visual touches. You know, the mirrors, I just think a windscreen kind of cleans up the front. The fender back there is just awful. Like, they thought they were doing something better. They just made it worse, in my opinion. These turn signals, they gotta go. They're big and ugly and outdated. But I know that really wasn't much of an impression video, but that's kind of all I got to say about it right now. I like it. I can't wait to put a few more miles on it and wait for the warm weather and go see how it really handles the tight, twisty roads. It's very lightweight, so I'm hoping it's, you know, good on the twisties to just toss it into the corners. It doesn't quite like lean back and forth as fast as like my DRZ, but that's only because it's got, you know, a wider rear tire. You know, you got a little bit wider rear tire to flick around back there, but it's still, it's easy to throw it around because it's only 425 pounds. I mean, and once you start removing weight off of it, you're going to get that thing down around 400 or pretty close to it. So that's all I got. It's gonna be the direction of my channel. I know a lot of people watch my videos, probably like that I had a DRZ, but it just wasn't working for me out here. You know, it's just, there's too many open roads out here and not enough tight corners. So I wanted to get something a little more capable of riding further. And my girlfriend likes to come with me on rides and stuff, so I'd like to, you know, take her with me every once in a while. And she's got plans on getting her own bike, but I just want something that's, you know, more capable of taking more, like, longer trips on it, because I really want to start doing that this year. I want to start doing some trips. I want to ride over into Idaho and up into Montana, and I want something that's going to be comfortable and capable of that, you know. And I am totally comfortable on a sport bike. Like, I've never been uncomfortable on my GSXRs other than, you know, my butt getting sore from the seat. But I just want something a little more, you know, made for it, you know. That I don't know how else to say it, but I just think this is a little bit better for distance riding, and it's more suited for street riding. It's more suited for my type of riding. Like, I like sport bikes and all, but I just don't like winding a bike out all the time to get that last couple horsepower out of it. It's like, this thing, like, Sid builds 55 foot-pounds of torque at like 2,500 RPMs, whereas a GSXR 750 doesn't hit 55 foot-pounds until about 8,500. So it's just, this makes more sense for like an everyday bike. But yeah, so that's all I got. Kind of my first impressions. I'm loving the bike so far. Definitely going to keep on recording. You're going to see a lot more of me and this bike, and I hope my subscribers stick around. If you don't want to unsubscribe because, you know, I'm not riding the Supermoto anymore, that's fine. I totally understand. But I had to do what was going to benefit me. So that's what I did, and I'm not looking back or having any regrets. So if any of you guys don't like that I'm on a Supermoto, that's fine. But thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope you stay tuned for more upcoming videos and more rides. There's still going to be adventures. If you really want to, like, keep up to date more, check out my Instagram, because I post pictures of my Instagram long before a video gets put up on YouTube. It takes me so long to mess with YouTube, and I'm so far behind in videos that my Instagram is usually the place to go if you want to see what I'm currently up to. So check that out. My Instagram's in the description. Other than that, thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for future videos on the new MT-09.